Alright boys, let's go through the V-stream indicator and everything you can do with it basically. So let me just take it off and then implement it again. So you will get it in here, right? Get it in here, then it will attach itself. Then you can go into settings. What I like to do in here, I like to take away some things in here. I like to take these off, like to take these off. I also like to take this above bar right here, this one below bar. So we have a little spacing between the price and the labels in here. You can change some colors if you want that as well. You can change the emojis to something you like. I like the rockets and the moons because it's crypto, right? We can go into the inputs in here. You have different sensitivity for the moons in here. You can use 100, it will give you less moons and less rockets. You can use 200, which will give you less moons and less rockets, but will give you some crazy trades basically. So we can have a look at different things in here. So let's go through the buy and sell labels first. So we will go through that. So I will just take off the rockets and moons for now, and then I will show you guys how this is actually working and how I use them basically. So what I usually do, I'm looking for price to, for example, start to turn green on the Heikin Ashi right here, and as soon as I see the price is turning green on the Heikin Ashi here, I'm looking at on the left side, where are we in the market, and I'm usually doing that on a higher time frame as well, so I know that okay, so the 1 hour right now is doing something like this, right? And we're getting like a bullish order flow, making higher highs, and the price is currently at this level on the lower time frame, for example the 15 or the 5 or the 1 minute. It's in here now, it's starting to turn around, so I know on a higher time frame perspective, this might go all the way to the upside here and give me a really good trade to the upside, right? Really good trade to the upside, so I can actually target this previous high on the 1 hour. That is how my mind is working when it comes to using this one. So, and you can also use like, or what I like to do in here is look for order flow change that the lower time frame is starting to make higher highs in here. This is a really good tool for that. This is basically showing you when it's time to look for buys in the market. So this is one way you can do this, right? You're looking at the higher time frame. What is the order flow? Scaling down to this one, you could look for price to come back into, for example, gaps in here, or supply and demand zone in here, right? And then take your trade to the upside. Supply and demand zones and order flow videos I'm going to create a little bit later. So just hang with me here. So this is one way you can utilize this one. The other way is just turning Heikin Ashi candles on in here, and you can see that, okay, so as soon as I turn the Heikin Ashi candles on right here, I'm getting fewer buy labels, but they are more accurate, or it's giving you when the market is actually turning around as well, right? You will get some false signals. That's how it is. But the rule here is basically when this is green, you're not going to take in the sell labels. You're only going to focus on the buy labels in here to the upside. Buy, up, buy, up, buy, up, right? You're just going to continue with this. So this is the simplicity of just following the trend in the market right here. So the same goes with the downside, right? So when this is turning red, you're only going to look for sell trades to the downside, right? This is not a trade I would take because it's green right here. It's green, so a sell label. So I would wait for maybe this to arrive right here, put my stops over, and take the trade to the downside right here. Same thing, right? Sell, okay, sell, okay, and you will have some stop losses as well. But if you follow the order flow concept where price is making higher highs and higher lows and are expecting price to come back into previous order flow right before you're getting that sell label, then you will more likely have a successful trade than a bad trade. So that was strategy number 1, because we have multiple strategies with WeStream, which is pretty cool. So strategy number 2, let me just take away the sell and buy labels in here and just add the moons and the rockets. And I'm also going to have some fun with this one. Let's do this at sensitivity 100. Let's do 100. So you can see you're getting some rockets in here. Rockets, right? So for example, what you can do in here is you can go to the 1 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute right here. And as soon as you get a rocket on the 1 minute, let's say you're getting a rocket on the 1 minute right here, and then you see prices dipping deeper. This is a DCA place right here. So DCA in here, let's say you're DCAing here, around here when you see this blue candle is arriving right here. You're having a DCA position. And when you DCA like this, you're only going in with 1 to 2% of your account. 1 to 2% of your account with 25x leverage. Leverage right there. 25x leverage. That's it, basically, right? And then if it dips again, I would like to scale out my time frame and maybe look for a rocket on the 5 minute to appear before I do another DCA in, right? So that might be all the way down here. And then you're getting some rockets on the 5 minute, and then I take another DCA position. And then you're basically waiting for price to give you the moons so you can get out, right? So you can see this, if I DCA'd in on this one and this one right there, you can see that you are definitely in for a good trade in here. So it's pretty simple like this, pretty simple. Then you wait again, moons, right? If you want to sell, you can, but on Forex it's okay, but on crypto I wouldn't advise people to sell. I would only look for buys in crypto, because the market, when it pumps, it goes like this, right, usually. So here we go, another DCA buy again, and then moons, right? Here we got another buy right here, and then moons, another buy, moons, and then you can keep on going and doing it like this if you want to. Then you're basically just buying the dips in here. Another strategy with this one, you could add, let's say you're adding 2 V streams in here. You can use this as a HODL if you want to HODL, only HODL buy stuff, right? So let's scale this in a little bit. So you take away, for example, let's say you're taking away the moons in here. On this one, you're taking away the moons, but on this one, you're taking away the rockets in here. So what you can do in here, it's, for example, you add a higher sensitivity for the moons in here. Let's say you're adding 500 in here. Let's say 500. And then we can go to, for example, doesn't matter. We can go to link USDT P, for example. We can go on the 4 hour and we can have a look in here. So you can see in here, right, when the market is tanking right there, you're buying in a position right here, you're buying in another position, and here as well. And then if price is going lower, you're just buying in basically until you're getting the moon to the top side. The moon is a higher sensitivity right now. So this is one strategy you can use. You can see here currently after the moon right there, you're reinvesting right here, reinvesting right here, and now you're basically waiting for a moon on the link, right? You can do this on Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin, BTC, USDT.P, there we go. And we can see that right now on the 4 hour, we got some rockets in here, right? We got some rockets, some good DCA opportunities in here. We're still waiting on moons on BTC. So for example, if you bought in here and here and here on the 4 hour, let's say, then you wouldn't have bought here because this is a worse price than these three. I would just basically wait for a moon to happen on BTC before I do anything, right? So I mean, this is the correct one. Yes, there we go. I had Heikin-Ashi candles on, and Heikin-Ashi will also give you a little bit more rockets than normal candles in here. And we could do another example. Which one? Let's do Shiba or Doge. Doge is also a possibility. I can try Doge though, just to have it in there. Doge USDTP in there. Okay, so let's see what happened on Doge, right? So this is basically what I mean. So you see on Doge right here, you're starting to buy in right here. Then you bought in another position, another, and another, and another. If this is lower, if it's not lower, I wouldn't buy in, but this is probably the lowest point right here. Or is this the lowest point? No, I think this is the lowest point. So you had 3 buy-ins right there. And basically you're just waiting for the moons right there. And you can see if I... where is the moons in here? Can I actually see? I can mark it up though. So we have it here. It's around this point right here. So it would be from this low right here up to this high right here, right? That's about 273% gain on that trade. I think you have something earlier here, or do we? No, not now. Okay, so, and then you can see we are starting to get some new rockets in here, and then we got some new moons, and you can see from here to here. That's another 300% gain on this one. Now we're getting rockets again on Doge. And it's a good time to start to HODL on Doge as well. Let's look at Solana, for example. Solana, USDTP. Just showing some examples of this HODL mechanism because it's pretty fun. So you can see here on Solana, we went up to what? 200 and something, right? 200. We got our first rocket right here on Solana, which is pretty incredible. So from here to here, the first one. Oh, that's 12,000% gain. So you can actually get, that's pretty crazy. Here we go, rocket, rocket, rocket. And then rocket, rocket. So you are in with 5 positions in here. You can see in here, 500% gain. A little ice in the stomach right there, and you could easily have gained another 1,000% if you think that price is going higher, which we pretty much knew what would happen with Solana regardless, right? So now we are starting to get rockets again on Solana. We got a rocket and then an immediate reaction to the upside right here. So that's going to be interesting to see what Solana is going to do, if you're going lower or if you're going to go deeper in here. Okay, so let's jump into the third. Is it the third or the fourth? I think it's the fourth strategy in here. So let's jump into that. Let me just take away, I think it was this, that was the 500. Yeah, let me just take this away. And then I'm going to change this. Oh, this is okay, but I'm going to add the rockets, moons in here. So the next strategy is pretty simple. Because we have this momentum indicator as well, right? We have the momentum indicator in here. So you can see that the price is giving us rockets right here. We're basically looking for price to give us some kind of momentum decrease in here to the downside, and you can see that price is decreasing right here, or we can see that the indicator is not making any lower lows in here. For example, here, this is a momentum decrease. Sorry, I just it's early in the morning for me. So you can see that the market is giving us some divergence, and that's basically how you use that combination with the rockets and the moons in here. You're looking for 3 things. You're basically looking for price to come below the Bollinger Band. You're looking for this to turn green, and this one to actually start to diverge to the upside to take a buy trade. But you can see that this wasn't a good one, a good example. We have some really good examples in here as well. So let's see here. What about this? Yeah, you got a divergence right here. This is a divergence. You can see that barely, but you see a price is making a higher high right here, right? Making a higher high. this is actually not making a higher high, this is making a lower high right here. It means that the market is starting to move to the downside in here, and you can take that short. That's basically how this works with the rockets and moons, if you don't want to do the DCA strategy. So let's see here. Yeah. Did we get any divergence right here? This is a good example right there. Price coming down, looking for price to come in, giving us some kind of momentum decrease in here. You can see that this low right here, and then price made a new lower low right here, right? Made a new lower low, and then price started to go to the upside. It didn't give us any lower lows in here. It gave us higher lows, basically, all right? Starting to lose momentum to the downside. And then you see here as well, the same thing happened right there. Price made a new low right here, but this one didn't, right? And this is how you can do reversal trades if you want to. I'm not a huge fan of reversal trades. I like to see the order flow change first before I take any positions, but this is a possibility to use it like this as well. Here we got another example, right? You got the rocket coming in. You see that price is making lower lows right here. What is this one doing? It's making lower highs, or higher lows, I mean, sorry. Here we go, lower highs right here. You got the rocket, and then price change direction. You could target the middle line. You can take 50% of the trade there, and maybe take 100% of the trade right here. That's all up to you, but that's basically how you can use this one as well. And now we have a plethora of trading strategies within one indicator, and the next layer is basically order flow, supply and demand, and Wyckoff, and we will go through everything step by step. So that's what I got for now on this one. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will start to create some more. See you around.